Alright guys, so welcome back to another brand new video. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today, let's talk about Bitcoin, and what I really want to talk about for today's video is Bitcoin's price prediction towards the end of this year in 2023. We know that 2023 is in fact about to, end. Okay, we're about to enter the new year's 2024. Okay, and we know 2024 is going to be an amazing year for Bitcoin and crypto overall, especially 2025. Okay, but let's talk about 2023. Okay, we know tomorrow is going to be November, the first day of November. And we know November is actually, a bullish month for Bitcoin as well. So the real question here is, where will we see Bitcoin towards the end of this year in 2023? So that's exactly what I want to talk about for today's video. Give you guys a little update what is happening with Bitcoin right now, of course, and of course, the entire crypto market. But yeah, Bitcoin right now still holding strong, just like yesterday at 34,000, holding strong still at 34,500, pretty much just like where we saw it yesterday. So clearly right now Bitcoin is consolidating at this level so far. Okay, Bitcoin is still holding very strong for the past few hours, right? So Bitcoin is still holding pretty strong. The entire cryptocurrency market today is still looking pretty good. There is in fact a fair few altcoins pumping. You guys can see XRP pumping over 3%. Solana continuing to pump up to the upside. We know Solana, especially last week, has been absolutely pumping up to the upside. You guys can see for the past 30 days, for the past month, Solana is up over 60%, 63%. And it's still continuing to pump right now. Okay, so it's up 6% today, so that's great to see for Sol. Cardano up 1%. Chainlink is still holding pretty strong as well at $11. We know Chainlink has been, breaking out recently. It's still looking pretty good, right? It's up 37% for the past 30 days. But yeah, a fair few altcoins are in fact, performing pretty well decently today, but majority of them are not really moving. But everything is still, holding pretty strong. Overall, the market today is up 1.2%, and the global crypto market cap is now at 1.27 trillion. So that's, always great to see. The FinGreed index right now is still in greed. So it seems like investors, okay, are in fact feeling a bit more bullish right now. We, should always be feeling bullish with Bitcoin and crypto, right? But we're still in greed mode, holding strong at 68, around the 70 range. So that's always good to see, right? So far, everything is still looking pretty good. Now, let's get to these Bitcoin charts. So this chart right here, I'm not going to read all of this, okay? But it's to be expected, okay? Around December, towards the end of this year in 2023, okay, this person is predicting, okay, and indicating, okay, you guys clearly see in this chart that we might potentially see Bitcoin, right, bounce back up to $42,000. $42,000. Now, if you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I've been telling you guys many times that I really do see a 50k Bitcoin. That's just my personal price prediction for Bitcoin end of this year in 2023. I've been telling you guys that many times. If you guys have in fact been watching my videos, I've been telling you guys I do in fact see at least a 50k Bitcoin towards the end of this year or early next year in 2024. And I'm still sticking with it. I really do think, okay, 100% that this will happen for Bitcoin. Okay, before the halving, we will in fact see a 50k Bitcoin. That's just coming from me, right? That's just personally my price prediction for Bitcoin, right, in the next upcoming few months. So yes, 42k, pretty close to my prediction, 50k. But yeah, you guys can just clearly see, right, it's showing that, we might potentially see Bitcoin bounce back down actually to $31,000, have another pullback, have another retest. And I told you guys, this can potentially happen, right? And it could happen. Okay, so potentially we might potentially see Bitcoin have another retest back down to either $31,000 or even $32,000, just like what it's showing right here. And then it will eventually bounce back up to $35,000 and reaching 42k, over 40k. And that is very possible. Okay, so that's that. And here's another chart showing you guys that yes, Bitcoin is forming this bullish megaphone pattern. right? And this pattern, right, you guys can see 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, and it's having a breakout right now. We know recently Bitcoin did in fact, break the resistance line of $32,000. So pretty much it's all up from here, right? And Bitcoin is still holding strong, just like, as I showed you guys, it's consolidating at $34,000. So Bitcoin, yes, it's still holding strong. Like I said, it could potentially have another retest short term, but understand, guys, it's all ups from here. Okay, understand when Bitcoin does in fact have another retest, it's not gonna like drop back down to like $25,000, something ridiculous like that, right? Very, very unlikely to happen. Okay, so it's all ups from here, and this chart is actually indicating, okay, and targeting that we might potentially see Bitcoin, okay, have a major breakthrough to $48,000, close to 50K. And that is very, very possible. So yes, I can clearly see this pattern, this bullish megaphone pattern. Okay, so it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin, right? It really, really is, guys. So yes, long term, we know that this bear market, okay, is about to end. Pretty much it already has ended. I'm pretty sure you guys can agree with me on that one. The bull run has already begun, okay? And it's about to begin, guys. The next few years, 2024, 2025, are going to be amazing years for Bitcoin and crypto overall. We know Bitcoin is looking very, very bullish. The Bitcoin halving is obviously right around the corner. Bitcoin spot ETFs are literally one step away from getting approved. Okay. So a lot of money is going to be poured into Bitcoin. Okay, you can just imagine how much money is going to be, trillions of dollars, not billions. Remember that, trillions of dollars, right? So a lot of bullish things are in fact happening for Bitcoin. The future for Bitcoin is looking very, very bright so far. Okay, and I'm telling you guys right now, the next bull run, okay, it's going to be completely different compared to our previous bull runs that we have in fact been seeing for Bitcoin throughout Bitcoin history. I told you guys that many times. This one is going to be completely different. It's going to be even more better and epic and crazy, right? So be ready for that, guys, because money's going to be poured into Bitcoin. All these big institutions filing for a Bitcoin spot ETF, and they're soon enough to get approved. You can just imagine how much Bitcoin is going to pump, right? So be ready, guys, for the next bull run, 2024 and 2025. And this chart is just showing you guys, okay, that throughout 2023, Bitcoin has in fact been, slowly, steadily forming a new pattern up to the upside, pretty much an uptrend. You guys can just clearly see that. So it's going to continue to do that. We already reached bottom, okay? And a lot of people thought, we're going to go back down to its previous bottom, which was 15K in this bear market. Even people are still waiting for Bitcoin to reach 12K. And guess what? You're going to be waiting forever, okay? So I told you guys to not time the market, DCA into Bitcoin, okay? No one realistically really knows where the bottom is for Bitcoin or where the peak is for Bitcoin, right? So when we are in fact in a bull run, slowly, if you guys want to take profits, right? Slowly take profits, okay? So that's that. But guys, yes, you guys can see, right? We're about to enter, okay? We're about to enter the next bull run. Bitcoin is in fact gonna easily go back up to its previous all-time highs, which was around 69K, close to 7K, and it's gonna reach a new all-time high, and that's coming, guys. You guys can just clearly see that in this chart. So be ready for all my Bitcoin holders out there. Be ready for the next bull run because it's about to happen. Okay, so yes, this chart right here is just showing you guys that potentially around October 2025. Okay, I feel like it's always the end of the year. This is where Bitcoin does in fact reach its peak. So potentially, most likely, October or November, okay, even December, somewhere around there, okay, in those 3 months, October, November, or December of 2025, this is where we're going to see Bitcoin at its new peak. And I told you guys, okay, my personal price prediction for Bitcoin towards the end of the year in 2025, its new all-time high, its new peak is around 200K or even over 200K. I think that is very, very possible for Bitcoin to reach. Okay, it really, really is, guys. So I'm still sticking with it. I do in fact see Bitcoin reaching at least 200K or even over 200K, right? So 250, maybe even close to 300K. I think that is very, very possible. Call me crazy, but I think that is very, very possible. So be ready, guys. Okay, be ready. Okay, and of course, once it's going to be the New Year's in 2026, potentially 2026 is going to be the next bear market, right? It's always the same cycle, guys. It's always the same cycle, right? Every 4 years, we enter a bear market and then we enter a bull market, right? It's always the same. So understand that. So yes, October, November, or December of 2025, that's going to be Bitcoin's peak. Okay, so that's that. But to end off this video, the Bitcoin monthly returns, as I told you guys, October. Okay, this is officially the last day of October. For me, it is. For you guys, it's probably not. Okay, because I know a lot of you guys live in the US. But yeah, it's the last day of October for me. Bitcoin has performed very, very well for this month of October, which is to be expected because we know October is a great month for Bitcoin. And this month, it's up 28%. It pumped 28%, which is pretty good. Very, very good, right? But it's not as good as beginning of this year in 2023, January. It pumped 40%, even higher, right? So pretty good, 28%. We'll take it. Why not? And November, as I told you guys, November is actually a pretty decent month for Bitcoin as well, right? Usually November, Bitcoin does perform pretty well. So I'm expecting at least a 40K Bitcoin short term. I really am, okay? At least a 48K, 38K Bitcoin, at least, right? So that's that, guys. So far, it's looking pretty good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still holding strong, 34,500, and we'll see where Bitcoin will be heading in the next upcoming few weeks. But my predictions is maybe close to like $40,000, which is this target right here, of course, right? So that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel. That is always appreciated. And I catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.